Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly advice readings for the week starting March 13th, 2017. And this is going to be a tarot and psychic messages for the week. You have your work and finance tarot readings for the week, and so I wanted to make sure that you also have a general tarot reading for the week for those of you who are not necessarily interested, okay, in just work and finance. It's going to be a general reading, okay, so several areas of life that we're going to be looking at briefly, okay. Since these are weeklies, in order to be able to keep them up, I need to keep them rather short because they do take a lot of time, so that's why they're a little bit shorter. But we are also incorporating the psychic messages, the channeled messages, in this weekly. So for the general weeklies, we're going to have a tarot portion and then the channeling portion. And this way you should have something to relate to if you relate better to tarot, or if you relate better to channeling. Hopefully you'll have everything you need in this video to give you an idea of what's coming up for you in the week. Of course, as usual, these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching, or not in the same way. The tarot may apply, the psychic messages not so much, or the psychic messages make sense, but the tarot doesn't apply for you this week, okay? Anything's possible, so try and keep an open mind. Also, make sure to watch your moon and rising sign readings for additional insight. They may give you additional messages as to what may be coming up for you in the week, and so they may resonate better with you than your sun sign at times when it comes to general readings. Of course, if you need more guidance that is specific to just you, all the links to my website for private readings are in the description box below. And we are running special offer readings at this time, so it would be a good time to check them out if you're interested in a private reading. Okay, so that being said, let's have a look at what the week has in store for each of the signs. I hope you enjoy your readings, that you have a wonderful week. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you again really soon. Take care. Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for the week. We're going to look at your tarot cards first and then the channeled portion. So in your current situation, we have the Tower in reverse. So with the Tower in reverse here, it is a card that talks about resisting change. It is a card that talks about struggling through change because we're trying to hold on to the past. We're trying to keep things the way they were. The Tower reverse can also talk about a situation where you expected things to be a lot worse, and actually you get to it and it's not so bad. It may still be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not as bad as you thought, okay? With the Tower reverse, it could also talk about a situation that has already happened, okay? The Tower upright has already happened. There's been an argument. There's been a big shock, there's been a big surprise, and you don't know how to handle it, okay? Or you didn't know how to handle it in the moment, so it really shocked you. And now you're dealing with the aftermath, or you're trying to find your footing after a big change, or you're trying to find your footing after an unexpected situation. You're trying to find your new path, okay? This could have been a situation where the rug was pulled from under you, and now you have to start again, okay? It could be to do with the loss of a job, or the loss of a home, or receiving notice that you have to move out a lot sooner than you thought, or receiving notice that things may not go the way you thought they would, okay? Things may not go according to plan, and so that really threw you off. And so now the Tower reversed is almost like saying, okay, where do you go from here? Trying to find your footing, okay? The key message with the Tower reverse is don't try to rebuild the tower. The tower had to fall, okay? Don't try to do what you did in the past. Don't try to replicate what you did in the past. What was broken down, what was taken away, what was stripped away, don't try to go after it again, okay? It was supposed to leave your life. It was supposed to be over, okay? So try to move forward as opposed to trying to rebuild the tower here, okay? In terms of what you can do to help the situation, or what you should do to ease your current situation, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. The Seven of Cups reversed is a card that is asking you to snap out of it, okay? The Seven of Cups upright is being in the dark, being confused, being overwhelmed. And reversed, it's saying, okay, put your feet on the ground, Get yourself back in control, okay? Compose yourself and just look at things for what they are and decide what you want to do next, okay? It's also a card that says, no more daydreaming, no more dwelling on what happened. It's time to make these changes. It's time to make these choices in terms of what you want to do moving forward, okay? What the best way forward is for you here. The Seven of Cups, in terms of what you should be doing, is also a card that says you need to make a choice. You need to make a decision, all right? Contemplation time is over. Dwelling on whatever this situation is for you, that's over. It's time to act this week, okay? That's the message here. The Seven of Cups here, in terms of what you should do, is also a card that is talking about being honest with yourself, or being honest with those around you about whatever the situation was, how it affected you, and what you want to do next, okay? And it's also a card that says just don't go back to having a back seat, okay? Don't go back to the back seat with the Seven of Cups, where you just look at things that happen, or you see things happen and then you deal with the consequences. No, it's time to take the lead here. It's time to make things happen. It's time to make your own choices. It's time to make the changes you want to see, okay? It's being very decisive, okay, is also what I'm getting here. Being very decisive, and then sticking to your decisions. Once you've made a choice, stick it out, okay? Stick with it till the end. What not to do, or what's going to cause you delays or obstacles here, we do have the Lovers upright, and the Lovers upright is a card about choices and going back and forth and contemplating your choices and double checking, making sure you're making the right choice here, okay? And that's kind of the opposite what they just asked you to do, okay? So what they're asking you to do is no more contemplating, no more going back and forth, no more doubting yourself, no more taking time to just double, triple check. You've done that already. It's time to act, okay? The Lovers upright, in terms of what would be ill-advised or what you shouldn't be looking into, it's a card that talks about choosing the wrong thing, okay? So just don't do that. And I feel like it's to do with going back to rebuilding the tower, trying to rebuild the tower, trying to recreate whatever was taken away, okay? Don't do that, okay? Just don't do that. And it could be a situation involving a Gemini for some of you. If this is in a love situation and there was something that was revealed that really shook your world and it took you out of the dark, opened your eyes to the situation, and now you can, or you have to, decide what you want to do next. Then in terms of what not to do with the Lovers here, it's pretty much saying, do you really want to be with this person? Does this person really deserve you? Okay, that's what you need to be thinking about. And it's also a card that says, again, don't give your power away. Don't go back to the back seat. Take the lead, own it, okay? It could be a situation where you've been thinking about starting your own business, but you've been using your safety net, in terms of just going back to the regular job, telling yourself you need more time, telling yourself you need to raise more money or whatever, you're not ready and so on. The tower happened and you lost your job, or the tower happened and your hours got cut back. That was a push for you to move forward with your dream. That was a push for you to act on what you've been thinking about, all right? So the message here is, don't dwell on the tower situation and don't try to recreate it. This was one of those situations where you get kicked in the behind, but that's actually a step forward for you. You know what I mean? You kind of pushed forward, even if it feels like a kick in the ASS. You're pushed forward for your own good, or you're pushed out of a situation for your own good. So the message here is, don't go back to it, okay? Don't go back to it. These are major arcana cards. It's truly for your highest good. Trust that and keep looking forward, okay? And then in the outcome position, we do have the Six of Swords reversed. So with the Six of Swords reversed, this is talking about some of you going back to this air sign, to this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know they don't deserve you. You know that you should walk away, and yet you're going back. It could be that they're playing the victim. It could be that they're using their words to convince you, to manipulate the situation, to make you doubt your own decision. And for some of you, you're going back, or you're just staying where you are. You're staying in that situation. What this does for you, just, to let you know, so that you have all the information to make your decision when we're trying to fight the Tower situation. The Tower happens when something needs to go, when something needs to end. It's hurting us, or it's holding us back from what we truly deserve. When we fight that, what happens is we get into worse situations. We go through more difficult experiences, so that next time when the Tower is an option, when the Tower shows up, we embrace it and we do what it is asking us to do, which is let that go and move on. Okay, so just to let you know, so that you have all the information you need to make your choice. This could be a situation where you give someone a second chance, or a fifth, or a 10th, or 100th chance. The message here is you're finally seeing things for what they are. You're no longer in the dark. Make choices accordingly. Okay, that's your guidance. That's your message here. And it could be about a relationship. It could be about a job. It could be about anything. This is the energy surrounding it right now. Okay, what you're dealing with. For others of you, though, it is a situation where you manage to work things out, but it has to be mutual effort. Has to be equal involvement here. There could have been a situation that, truth was revealed. There was a big argument. There was a big fight. Could have been a temporary breakup. And then clarity and clarifying conversations with the Seven of Cups. Talking about things, setting up new ground rules, new boundaries, clearing everything up. And then for some of you, it could be that you're trying again. The message here is don't commit to this if it's not mutual. Don't commit to this if you're doing all the work and the other person is just going along for the ride. Okay? Because you could be looking at changing your mind about leaving. And again, it may not be the best thing for you. So trust yourself on this. If you've been thinking about leaving, if you've been thinking that, things are not right, things are unclear, there's secrets or whatever going on, trust your instincts. You weren't thinking that for no reason. Okay? And if you're pushed out of a situation, instead of just trying to run back to it, pause for a minute and think, why did that happen? Maybe it's because it wasn't good for me. Maybe it was because there's something better for me. And try to look around and see what other options you have. Okay? This could be with anything that does not go to plan this week. So let's look at your channeling messages. So you have the card of love here. So for some of you, this is a focus on love this week. Yes. Or trouble with love this week. Yes. But I want you to see what this is about for you, what it's telling you directly. So close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in, clear your mind. Then open your eyes and just take the card in, let it speak to you. Don't analyze it, let it speak to you. This is wonderful practice for your intuition, and it's also a good opportunity for you to open up to your own guide so that they can speak to you directly. And this way you get a personal message in this general reading, okay? Pause the video if you have to, and just keep doing the practice for as long as you need to. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is for some of you, love is just around the corner, but you're struggling to stay in a relationship that is not good for you, and you may miss out on a true love opportunity. You know this though. Deep down, you know this. For others of you, there could be a reunion, a reconnecting. If there's been a time of separation for whatever reason, this is a week where you have time with your partner, or you get back together with your partner. I'm also seeing celebration, for reaching a goal, for getting what you wanted, for getting what you worked for. I'm seeing people hugging you and shaking your hand, so it could be in a personal situation or in a professional situation as well. For some of you, this is about becoming the king or becoming the queen in your own life. What that means is you're calling the shots. You've been through enough to know what's good for you, what's not good for you, and I feel like this is a life-changing week for a lot of you, where you break patterns, where you say, I understand that this is not good for me. I understand that this is not what I deserve, and I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. So you're breaking patterns, and that's a truly big thing. For others, I feel like it's about seeing the light in a situation. It kind of ties into the tarot, but it's about seeing the light in a situation. Now that could mean revealing secrets or finding things out that were intended to be a secret, but it could also be receiving the information you were lacking, receiving the, okay, so if anyone's been deceiving you, you're going to find out. You're going to see it this week. I feel like for those of you who there's something that's been nagging away at you, there's something that didn't feel right, there's something that you couldn't let go, and you didn't know why, you can put your finger on it. I feel like that is revealed to you this week. You understand why, or what that was, or why it was happening. And so you can move into new beginnings because of that. Because it was the final piece of the puzzle for some of you. For some of you, this week is about taking time for yourself, showing yourself love and nurturing. Maybe going to a spa, getting a massage, spending time on your own doing nothing, if that's what relaxes you. Beautifying, so you could be getting some sort of a treatment, or this is beautifying your space where you're at home or where you spend a lot of time. It's making it more welcoming, more inspiring, also comes up here, more comfortable. And for some of you, I'm seeing just getting a something soft like a pillow or something for your back to put on your chair at work, making it more comfortable. For others, you could be changing furniture or getting new furniture or getting rid of old and worn out furniture that was no longer comfortable. For some of you, this is coming up as changing your mattress. I'm seeing a partner, a spouse, or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a really close friend helping you out this week. I'm seeing them take on some of the challenges you're dealing with, so you're kind of delegating to them, or this is about them giving you an idea, or them being your soundboard in terms of getting ideas or finding solutions, but they're making a big contribution to moving things forward, to staying on top of things, to getting things accomplished this week. So again, if there has been distance between the two, now this could be, because they're away from work, or you're away, or this is an online relationship or a long distance relationship. I feel like there's going to be a coming together this week, or spending time together this week in person, okay, so to speak. For others, if you have been in conversations or exchanging emails, negotiating for a position, for a job, or for business opportunities for your business, I feel like this is a week where you're going to have a face-to-face meeting, and a partnership comes out of that one, okay? So whether it's someone offering you a job, or if it's a situation where you can work from home, or if it's a situation where they give you clients, or they send clients your way, or you provide services for them, anything like that. It's going to be mutually beneficial though, so it's going to be a solid partnership there. And for some of you, this is about renewing vows this week, or making vows and promises this week. Could also be that as well. Okay, so these are a few of the messages coming through for you this week. I hope that they make sense. I hope they help. Let me know. I'm looking forward to your comments. But thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful week. I need a minute to recover after channeling. That's why I get quiet and I can't find my words. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. Hope it's helpful for you. I'm looking forward to your comments. Have a great week. I'll talk to you again soon. Okay? Take care.